Ethereum. Ethereum is an open software platform based on blockchain technology that enables developers to build and display decentralized applications. So Ethereum is also a main implementation of the blockchain technology, but it's more than Bitcoin. Bitcoin is only constrained to the banking system and transacting systems. The Ethereum is a wider application of that. Most of the businesses can be carried out here. Even we can do land records keeping, some certificate keeping, everything, most of the things can be done on Ethereum. Ethereum opens a huge area to perform all the necessary businesses codes and contracts on their machines. So Vitalik Buterin was the founder of Ethereum. He was in the initial stage a coder at Bitcoin, but then he saw that blockchain has more applications. So he started this Ethereum where you can easily create decentralized applications. Decentralized applications are basically applications which run on a decentralized network. Ethereum's main coding language is Solidity, which helps write smart contracts, which helps in dApps. Ethereum's cryptocurrency is ETH. So basically, as Bitcoin has a cryptocurrency of its own, which is known as Bitcoin, Ethereum's cryptocurrency is ETH. The Ethereum virtual machine is a Turing complete software. So when you run something on Ethereum, it actually runs on the Ethereum virtual machine. That in turn runs on the Ethereum network. It enables anyone to run any program, regardless of the programming language given enough time and memory. Actually, what happens, the virtual machine takes the computational power of your node and makes a virtual machine which can only run this type of contracts. The applications are mostly in Solidity. Smart contracts. Now, as I have told you before, Ethereum has a lot of smart contracts. What is a smart contract? So a smart contract is a computer protocol or a set of rules intended to digitally facilitate, verify, or enforce the negotiation or performance of a contract. So it is basically writing all the business rules and regulations in a series of codes which is known as a smart contract. Smart contracts allows the performance of credible transactions without third parties. So in this, the main advantage is that there are no intermediaries. So it's directly from one person to the other person, nobody in between. So this totally eradicates the third parties, and all the transactions are trackable and irreversible. So let me give you an example of how this smart contract is. So let's assume this is a buyer and this is the seller. Okay, and this is the smart contract. So now what happens? First, this seller puts the item into this smart contract as asset. So he has put this item in the asset as asset in the smart contract. Now, if this guy wants to buy that thing, so he will give the money over here in the smart contract. Then this smart contract runs, it checks the validity of the asset and the money which is stored in the smart contract for now. Once it is validated, the asset is given to this person and the money is returned to this person. So this can mostly take place when you are buying houses or plots. So this guy puts the documents of his plot inside this contract. This person will put all the money in this smart contract. Once both are validated, the authenticity of the land records and this money, this money will be transferred to this person, the seller, and the documents will be given to the buyer. So this totally eradicates the third parties or the intermediaries which use a lot of money of ours and also the seller for this transaction to happen. Then self-executing contract with the terms of agreement between buyer and seller being directly written into lines of codes. As I have told you, as I have explained, so the buyer and sellers all agreements, terms and conditions, everything is written into lines of codes. This validates all the terms of agreement and then only it processes the thing. Execution is initiated by a message embedded in the transaction. So whatever the transaction is happening, it has a message in it. So when this person sends a message that okay, I want to transact, I want to buy that, then only his money will be transferred and this message will trigger the smart contract to take his money and to take that plots document and then work on it. Ethereum enables transactions that may carry out more sophisticated operations. This was a very simple implementation. It can be a very much diverse application, a huge level it can go. Then smart contract resembles class definition in an object-oriented design. So basically smart contract is more of like a class. So in the smart contracts, you always start with something known as a contract. So contract is like a class.